sustainable agriculture. Nowadays, we are running, or we are very rapidly, we are observing in the society, whenever we are intaking of the food material, all food grains, or all food grains contain the different very harmful substances, very harmful chemical substances. Unknowingly or unknowingly, we are intaking with the food material. In the process of biomagnification, in the process of biological magnification, these pests or other chemical substances reach our body, and it will infect our internal body, or internal organs, or very important organs is going to damage, and we are going to affect of the illness, are going to damage, or even the mutations process of our genetic process also, my dear friends and my dear delegates. So that's why the sustainable agriculture is very, very important scenario. The sustainable agriculture is the practice of farming using principles of ecology and the study of relationship between organism and their environment, in our surroundings, with our surroundings, in our individual surroundings, even though the institutional surrounding and the entire organism and their environment is also necessary for this sustainable agriculture. And this form of agriculture enables us to produce healthful food without compromising future generations' ability to do the same. So this is the main aim of the sustainable agriculture. And what is the objective of this sustainable agriculture? To satisfy human food and fiber needs, make the most efficient use of non-renewable resources on farm resource, and integrate where appropriate. They sustain the economic viability of farm operations, enhance the quality of life for farmers and society as a whole. So this is the most and important objectives related to our sustainable agriculture. And what are the benefits of sustainable agriculture? And the primary benefits of sustainable agriculture are: number one, environmental preservation. So eco-friendly. So sustainable farming produce crops and raise animals without relying on toxic chemical, pesticides, synthetic fertilizers, genetically modified seeds, or GMO. We can call as GMO seeds, or genetically modified organisms, are practices that degrade soil, even the water or other natural resources. So this is the first and foremost the benefit. And even the second one, then that is protection of public health and hygiene. In this scenario, since sustainable crop farms avoid hazardous pesticides, they are able to grow fruits, vegetables that are safer for consumers, workers, and surrounding communities also. For future better citizens, this is the most important point. Likewise, sustainable livestock farmers and ranchers raise animals without dangerous practices like non-therapeutic antibiotic or arsenic based growth. And third one is the sustaining vibrant communities. Sustain vibrant communities. A critical component of sustainable agriculture is its ability to remain economically available, economically viable, providing farmers, farm workers, food processors, and other employed in the food system with a livable wage and safe, fair working conditions. So this is the most important. And the fourth one is upholding animal welfare. So animals is associated with our life, day-to-day life activities. So animal welfare is also most important in the sustainable agriculture. So sustainable farmers and ranchers treat animals with care and respect, implementing livestock animal husbandry practices that protect animal health and well-being. So please don't write any on the screen, my dear friends and delegates. And what are the trends related to in this scenario or in this method? In this scenario, on the onset of the industrial age brought about various trends that have led us to our present state. The quick rise in population, more people to feed. The greater need of production, farmer requires to produce more. The increase in urbanization process, less farms to do more work. So widespread ecological impacts, faith in technological, political, and economical fixtures. So today, less developed countries are following a similar trend. Many farmers in these countries choose to grow cash crops rather than subsistence crops. Then region relation upon cash crops tend to develop adverse and long-term environmental problems. So cash crops is very compared to subsistence crops, quite a difference we are observed. How to affect on the environment. Then negative impacts. What are the negative impacts? What are the negative impacts in the sustainable agriculture? Our current mass production style for farming has resulted in numerous negative side effects. Number one, environmental damages. Number one, environmental damages. Number one, environmental damages. What are the environmental damages? Number one, reduced biodiversity, habitat destruction, deforestation, water, air and soil pollution, and salinization, desertification, and decline in water resources and land subsistence. So these are the environmental damages. Environmental damages. And the second one is human impacts. In these human impacts, farm land restrictions and damage to soil fertility by the human, reduced nutritional value of the food, and decreased economic and social and cultural values. For the past several years, research has looked at sustainable agriculture as a potential solution to correct and prevent these problems. These are the negative impacts. By the negative impacts for today and current scenario, the sustainable agriculture is very important. And sustainable agriculture was addressed by Congress in the Food Agriculture Conservation and Trade Acts in 1990. Under that law, the term sustainable agriculture means an integrated system of plant and animal production practices having a site-specific application that will, over the long term, satisfy human food and fiber needs, enhance environmental quality and the natural resources base upon which the agriculture economy depends, make the most efficient use of non-renewable resources and on-farm resources, and integrate where appropriate natural biological cycles and control, sustain the economic viability of farm operations, enhance the quality of life for farmers and society as a whole. And what is the goal of this sustainable agriculture? The goal of this sustainable agriculture is to minimize adverse impact to the immediate and of our environment while providing a sustained level of production of profits. And inherent to this goal is to understanding that sustainability must be extended not only globally but indefinitely time and to all living organisms, including human beings. Simply stated, sustainable agriculture refers to the ability to farm to produce food indefinitely without causing irreversibly or without causing damage to ecosystem health. ecosystem health. This Venn diagram shows about the sustainable agriculture, economically viability, environmentally friendly, that is eco-friendly, and socially acceptable, and without damaging or without causing irreversible for the ecosystem health. And what are the traditional methods for this sustainable agriculture? Water harvesting and rainfall. Today, 80% of the crop production worldwide relies on rainfall. And Mesoamerican farmers are often looked upon as proof of past function sustainable agriculture systems, that is crop rotation method, natural fertilizers, raised fields, terraces, irrigation canals, even swamps and lakes, home gardens, even though now roof gardens also we are observed, roof gardens, and tree cultures and tree culture. So these are the traditional methods. And today, which type of methods we are applying or absorbed in day-to-day life? Today, sustainable farming practices commonly include as number one, crop rotation, pest control strategies, and soil and water conservation practices also. Crop rotation methods, we can also, we are already studied, discussed in earlier, that is mitigate weeds, disease, insect and other pest problems, and provide alternative sources for soil nitrogen, reduce soil erosion, and reduce risk of water contamination by agriculture chemicals. And pest control or management control strategies that are not harmful for the natural ecosystem, and also are people which include techniques that reduce the need for pesticides by practice such as scouting, use of resistant cultivars, timing of planting, and biological pest control. That is biopest control method, and which is increased mechanical or biological weed control. Soil and water conservation practices includes strategic use of animal and green manures, use of natural or synthetic inputs in a way that process and poses no significant that hazards to man and animal or the environment or entire ecosystem. This sustainable agriculture consists, number one, crop rotation keep the soil healthy, and mixed farms allows the uses of livestock manure, and conserving natural areas protect our environment, and small changes in practices can help rather than harm the environment. And grass-fed livestock control weed without chemical or mowing, and science can determine the right amount of fertilizers and pesticides. Farming removes nutrients and fertilizers can manure replace them. And farming multiple crops allows farmers to reduce their financial risk by having multiple products to sell. And what are the rules and regulations for implementing the sustainable agriculture? While the goal of sustainable agriculture is similarly defined by numerous organizations, that is USDA, organic substances, organic farming, that is, there are no strictly defined rules or regulations for these farmers to abide by. There are standards and certifications for organic farming which has similarities to sustainable agriculture, but the two not synonymous. Then what are the differences between organic versus sustainable? Organic farming excludes the use of synthetic inputs such as synthetic fertilizers, pesticides, herbicides, and genetically modified organisms, that is GMOs, whereas sustainable agriculture does not. But sustainability aims to balance between what is taken out of the soil with what is written to it, and without relying on outside inputs. This is not necessarily a concern of organic farming. So this is the differences organic versus sustainable. And organic farms constitute only a small percent of farmers with a minor impact on the environment. Sustainable agriculture aims to make positive changes on all farms. In the future, large organic farms that rely on machinery and automation and purchase inputs will have similar sustainability use issues that large conventional farms do today. And political and economics. So this is the most show impacts on the sustainable agriculture. Negative impacts. What are the negative impacts? In this negative impacts, sustainable development is constrained by economic growth. The transition from conventional to sustainable farming is usually costly based. And remember, development is viewed as coinciding with consumption. So whenever the developing is rapidly, then consumption is also rapidly. So there are vast international inequalities of resources or consumption, making it hard for many to farm effectively. So that is vary from country to country and state to state and the area to area. And enforcement of environmental regulations may be blocked by political and economical advances. Here, the environmental laws and environmental acts, 1972 Wildlife Protection Act, 1992 Project Tiger, 1993 Project Elephant, and other pollution acts and other environmental acts also there. But that environment act regulations may be blocked by political bias, even though economical advances. So these are the negative impacts. And what are the positive impacts of the political, economical positive impacts on the sustainable agriculture? Even though negative impacts and impacts positive, also we are observed in the sustainable agriculture. So economic incentives may be used to encourage the use of more environmentally friendly or eco-friendly farming techniques and technologies. And sustainable practices can save farmers money because of the reduced need to buy pesticides, even though chemicals and herbicides and pests also, even though fertilizers. Sustainable farms tend to have multiple crops, leading to both financial security and sustainable for the farmer. Laws, both local and global laws, could enforce protective standards. And last one is education of environmental situation may help farmers to make better choices. So this is about sustainable agriculture. And before conclude, I would like to acknowledge to respected organizers of Government Degree College, Gambiropet, Rajanna Sirisilla, Telangana, the important topic they are selected, that is biofertilizers and organic farming for sustainable agriculture. I'm very much thankful to today's webinar chairperson and principal of Government Degree College, Gambiropet, Sri Pitla Das Garu, my beloved brother, and principal chairman of this webinar. I'm very much thankful to today's convener, today's national webinar convener, Srimati Bojja Srivalli, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Government Degree College, Gambiropet, Rajanna Sirisilla. And also, I would like to thankful to organizing secretaries B. Praveen Kumar sir, Y. Anjanailu sir, and B. Srinivas sir, and all the faculty of Government Degree College, Gambiropet, teaching and non-teaching staff also for cooperating and conducting for this national webinar for on biofertilizers and organic farming for sustainable agriculture. And also, I would like to thank to my professor, Dr. T. Christopher Ruben, Kakti University, retired, and also my lab mates, Dr. Gandu Rajender, Dr. Korra Rajender, Dr. Prasad sir, Srinivas sir, and Srikanth, and Deepika madam, and Sanjeevaya sir, and Srimati Sujata madam, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Government Degree College for Women, Karimnagar. And also, I would like to thank my principal, Government Degree College for Women, Jagityal, Sri Malaram Srinivas Reddy sir, and my Department of Botany, Srimati Sandhya Rani Madam Garu, and IQAC Coordinator, Academic Coordinator, entire faculty of my college and teaching and non-teaching faculty of my college. I'm very much thankful to thankful to them for cooperating for this national webinar. I'm thankful to you and each and every participant of the different states of our country and delegates, respected delegates. I'm very much thankful to you for your kind attention. Please ask me if you have any question.
Direct sir, question please.
And before conclude, I would like to quote one of the quote given by important quote given by our Bharat Ratna, and our former president of our India, India, that is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. The quote is, the best brains of the nation may be, the best brains of the nation may be found in the last bench of the classroom. So this quote is very, very useful for all the students among the four walls in the classroom. So this is my last slide. If you have any doubt, please ask. Okay, thank you very much, madam. Please unmute yourself.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. A wonderful session delivered by you, sir. Really, really very, very informative. So you have covered every corner of this topic, including different types of biofertilizers like bacteria, algal bacteria, biofertilizers, fungal biofertilizers, and biofertilizers, applications methods, seed treatment, root dipping, soil applications, and what are the precautions we have to take when applying biofertilizers, and advantages and disadvantages of biofertilizers. We knew many new things in organic farming, sir. Very, very informative. The components of the organic farming, like fertilizers management, in that manures, different types of manures, poultry manure, green manure, organic manures, oil cakes, components, biofertilizers, crop rotation, then weed control, in that controlled by allelopathy, etc. You have delivered excellent information. Then insects, pests, and disease management, and a detailed study about sustainable agriculture. So a wonderful session given by you, sir. Thank you, sir. It is very much useful to students as well as all the participants. Thank you, sir.
Madam, excuse me. Before one more important, feedback from shared, madam.
Yes, feedback. Sir.
Feedback
I have sent, sir.
Sent in chat box. Okay. All the participants are requested to please fill the feedback form for getting online certificate, webinar certificate, and this is very much useful for enhance of my knowledge, and also modify or any transformation or any metamorphosizing of my knowledge. And this is my knowledge sharing in front of you, and you have this information, but I am also sharing my views and knowledge in front of you. Please, all of you, fill the feedback form. Thank you, madam. Please continue.
Okay, sir. Now I request the participants to say any feedback in this session. Okay, sir. Now I request our chemistry lecturer and IQAC coordinator, Sri B. Praveen Kumar, sir. Sir, please convey the vote of thanks to our participants and our session. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your time. Thank you for this opportunity. First of all, I would like to congratulate to the organizer, Madam Srivalli Madam Garu, for arranging the beautiful webinar. And I hope it is very much informative to all the participants. And at the outset, I would like to thank thank you so much, sir, Padala Tirupati Garu, our keynote speaker, today's webinar keynote speaker. And I know he is an eminent researcher from our state. Not only, actually, he is well known to uh, every corner of the country. Uh, as of today, when I have seen his biodata, really, I was very shocked by seeing his biodata and by his degrees. Sir, really, we are very much thankful on behalf of our college, on behalf of our principal and organizing committee, uh, on behalf of our students also. I wish a very good luck for your further research and further your research activities also. And I would like to thank once again on behalf of all the organizing committee to each and every participant also for registered to this national webinar. Thank you very much. Once again, I thank Sri Padal Tirupati Garu for accepting this, for accepting and giving this webinar as a keynote speaker. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. By this, we are concluding. Thank you, each and every participants, each and every student and researchers. Thank you.
బాగా బిజీ